Cross is a live-action historical drama TV series about the Crusades, created by real Crusades history. At last, Saladin, Richard the Lionheart, and all the glory of the Crusades era in an historically accurate TV series. To learn more, visit knightsofthecross.com and pledge your help to the TV show today. Learn about how you can be in the show yourself.
Hi, and welcome to Stories of the Saints. On December 7th, we celebrate the feast day of Saint Ambrose. Saint Ambrose is one of the 4 original doctors of the Church. He was the Bishop of Milan and became one of the most important theological figures of the 4th century. Ambrose was born around 340 AD to a Roman Christian family. He grew up in a place called Gaul, which is present-day Germany. It is believed by many that when Ambrose was just an infant, a swarm of bees landed on his face and left behind a drop of honey. To his father, this was a sign that Ambrose would become someone great with a wonderful sense of speaking. After Ambrose's father passed away, he was educated in Rome, where he studied law, literature, and rhetoric. Ambrose received a place on the council, like his father, and was made the governor of Liguria and Aemilia around 372. Ambrose's headquarters were in Milan, which was the second capital of Italy. Ambrose remained governor until 374, when he became the Bishop of Milan. After the former Bishop of Milan died, Ambrose attended the election to prevent any uproar between the Nicene Church and the Arians. While giving an address, the assembly began calling for him to become the next bishop. Ambrose was known for his Nicene beliefs, but Arians also favored him because he had previously shown charity in theological matters. However, being neither baptized or trained in theology, Ambrose refused to become the next bishop. He ran and attempted to hide, but his colleagues gave him up. Within a week's time, Ambrose was baptized, ordained, and duly consecrated Bishop of Milan on December 7th, 374 AD. As bishop, he donated all of his land and gave his money to the poor. This made him widely popular and oftentimes more politically powerful than even the emperor. He studied theology with Simplician, a presbyter of Rome. Using his new education along with his knowledge of Greek, he took the time to study the Old Testament and Greek authors. He used all of this while preaching. His ability to preach impressed Augustine of Hippo, who previously thought poorly of Christian preachers. After meeting Ambrose, Augustine reevaluated himself and was forever changed. In 387 AD, Ambrose baptized Augustine, who he had a great influence on. Saint Monica, Augustine's mother, loved Ambrose as an angel of God who uprooted her son from his former ways and led him to his conviction of Christ. According to legend, Ambrose tried to put an end to Arianism in Milan. He often attempted to theological disputes with the propositions. The Arians appealed to many high-position leaders, but Ambrose was able to stay one step ahead. The Arians' increased strength proved troublesome for Ambrose. Around 386, the Emperor Valentinian II and his mother Justin, along with many other people, included clergy and military, professed Arianism. They demanded someone of the church in Milan be dedicated to them, one in the city and one in the suburbs. Ambrose refused and was ordered to appear in front of the council, where then he spoke eloquently in defense of the church. He is quoted as stating, "If you demand my person, I am ready to submit. Carry me to prison or to death. I will not resist, but I will never betray the church of Christ. I will not call upon the people to score me. I will die at the foot of the altar rather than desert it." The imperial court did not like Ambrose's religious principles, but he sought out to help and speak to Magnus to prevent him from descending upon Italy. Ambrose was successful. During a second attempt, the embassy was not successful and Milan was taken. Justin and Valentinian II fled, but Ambrose stayed. He is credited with doing a great service to the suffering during this time. In 385 AD, Ambrose once again refused handing over the Basilica of Valesian II, this time to be used as Arian troops. A year later, Ambrose was again ordered to hand over the church from Arian use. Ambrose and his congregation barricaded themselves within the church walls until the imperial order resided. After Theodosius, Emperor of the East, married Justin, Ambrose had him excommunicated for the massacre of 7,000 people. In his later years, Ambrose retired in Bologna and assisted in transferring of Saints Valetia and Ericolia relics. 2 years after Theodosius died, after he acquired the position of the Roman emperor, Ambrose passed away on April 4, 397. He was succeeded as Bishop of Milan by Simplician. Ambrose's body remains in the church of Saint Ambrogio in Milan, along with the bodies of Saint Gervais and Protes. Saint Ambrose was generous to the poor. He considered them not a group of outsiders, but rather those of the united people. To him, giving to the poor was just a repayment of God's resources, which were intended for everyone's equally. Also, St. Ambrose is credited with advising the famous St. Augustine of Hippo to follow local liturgical customs. St. Ambrose is the confessor and doctor of the church. He is also the patron saint of beekeepers, beggars, and learning in Milan. If you like this video about St. Ambrose, please press the like button. And if you'd like to learn more about the saints, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to become a premium member and watch cinematic movies about the saints, all you have to do is go to thechristianchannel.com and support us by subscribing to our yearly streaming service on your smart TV. Thank you for watching, and God bless.